We got one wrong. 12 days ago, we compared the Kia Telluride and the Hyundai Palisade and told you the Telluride was the cheaper way in by $1,240. That was backwards. The Palisade is cheaper. Here is the line on the window sticker that did it, because it will do it to you too. Destination, freight, delivery, whatever the dealer's paperwork calls it, it is the fee the manufacturer charges to ship the vehicle to the dealer. It is not negotiable. It is not a dealer add-on. And here is the part people get wrong. It is the same whether the truck drove 900 miles or 90. On these 8 SUVs, it runs from $1,395 to $1,600. That is a real amount of money on its own. But the size is not the trap. The trap is that some published prices include it and some do not, and almost nobody tells you which. And it is not one number per brand, which is what we assumed. Hyundai charges $1,495 to ship you a Palisade and $1,600 to ship you a Tucson, $105 apart, same company. Kia charges $1,495 for a Sportage and $1,545 for a Telluride. You cannot memorize one figure per batch. Here is exactly how it broke our episode. Our Palisade prices already had destination folded in. Our Telluride prices did not. So we compared a number that included $1,500 of freight against one that excluded it, and never noticed, because both looked like ordinary prices. Corrected, both before destination. The Telluride LX opens at $39,190. The Palisade SE opens at $38,935. The Palisade is $255 cheaper. Add each one's own freight, and it is $305 cheaper. Either way, the sign was wrong. This is not a small print problem. On these SUVs, destination is bigger than most of the trim gaps we spend whole videos on. A $75 fork between two Honda CR-V trims is real. $1,500 of freight, counted on one side and not the other, is 20 times that. So here is the rule, and it is one question. Before you compare two prices from two different places, ask, does this include destination? A manufacturer's site usually excludes it and says so in small type. A dealer listing usually includes it. Comparing one to the other is the single easiest way to be wrong by $1,500. Our standing rule from here: every price in every video on this channel excludes destination, and we put the freight figure on screen. If you only remember one thing, remember this. On these 8 SUVs, a price with no stated basis can be off by up to $1,600 before you have negotiated anything. Ask which it is. Every time. We also fixed it at the source. The Palisade figures in our database were the only ones stored with freight baked in. They are now stored the same way as every other vehicle, and the system will refuse a price entered the old way. The corrected Telluride versus Palisade video is on the channel. The spec sheet can't tell you what your dealer will actually put on the paperwork. Ask for the out-the-door number in writing and read the line items. Destination should appear once and only once. One question for you, and it is a yes or no. Have you ever been quoted a price that turned out not to include destination? Yes or no in the comments. We want to know how common this is. Subscribe if you would rather we caught these before you did. The numbers decide, and when they change, so do we.